Next in our series of finer details of the kata is the Passai Dai kata. Passai Dai is a beautiful kata, especially when it's done correctly. But you got to keep in mind there's certain ways that we do it in Shorinkan. I'm going to kind of cover those finer details. My sensei, Mr. Passai, is extremely adamant about making sure it's done the correct way. Why? Because we study Shorin-ryu, Shorinkan. We don't study a general karate form. That's part of being traditional. Understanding the bunkai, that's where individual preference and individual interpretation comes into play, what we're doing with the kata. So this is going to be Passai Dai, understanding the finer details of the kata. Once again, it's a walkthrough designed and intended for students who already know the kata. With that being said, this is Passai Dai, finer details. So you're going to start with escape, right? Passai Dai. Toes come together, hands come together, just like in Passai Sho. You're going to open the gate on the opposite side. You're going to act like you're skating on ice. Slide out into your kakadachi, and then hit. Notice the position is the same. It's not here, it's right there. Okay? Hands going to come across. You're going to rotate around, circle out, press down and up to your block. Now you notice the body's to the side. As I do my high block, and I don't rechamber on this, as I do my high block, I set my hip forward and strike with my block. Step into your cat stance, block down, strike up with an uppercut. Pivot on your heel into a good cat stance right into your high block. Don't chamber and pull it right to that high block. Sliding forward and strike. As you get better at this kata, that'll become yarashi, more of a natural body movement. Okay? You're going to step back into your shiko, go right from here to your high block. Okay? Stepping in, uppercut, block. Notice I'm not rechambering those arms. Step forward and strike. This is going to come down as you cross. You're going to reach out and pull back, teacup hand. Slide out into your shiko, come up, punch, kiai. Stepping out, good lean, block. Make sure this is in front of the face. Okay? Slide back in, hip punch, step out, block. Once again, you got to protect that head. Step straight forward, drop the hands. Don't swing, drop the hand. Strike again. Strike again. You notice the position is like I'm putting a glass of water on that. I'm going to step back and set in my Passai. Knife hand, Passai. Knife hand, Passai. Notice the position of the arms. Okay? And then I'm going to reach up and twist. When you do this, you come up and twist like you're grabbing somebody. Okay? Then you're going to break, set down in a cat stance, and relift the arms. Pivot on the heel, Passai. Okay? Once again, knife hand position, Passai hands. Pivot and strike. Step forward, strike, reaching out. Your heel comes back to your ankle. You're going to press up, both hands on top. Boom. You want those palms touching like this. Okay? You're going to pull back, slide in, cat stance, double uppercut. Like this, double uppercut. Come up slightly as you chamber, slide in, double front punch on horizontal line, just like this. Pivot on your heel, lift and set. We call this man on a mountain. It's got other names, but it looks pretty good in terms of I'm standing on a mountain and I'm blocking down and I'm blocking up. Then twist, facing forward, strike low and strike high. Pull this arm back as far as possible without turning to the side. Okay? Set in a cat stance, drop the hand into that open palm, just like a nai hanchi. And back leg inside crescent kick, cat stance, strike with the elbow. Okay. Grab left, grab right. Chamber, double pump, and strike. Okay, stand up, cat stance, strike. Notice there's a slight elevation in the body on the punch. It's deep, come up and strike. Drop your heel, pivot and block. Make sure that's not in front of the face and make sure you got this lined up correctly. Pivot and block one more time. Pivot on this heel, cat stance and Passai. Slight yarashi when you do this and strike. Okay? Maintaining zanshin, back together, toes together, and then feet apart and right. And back to yoi. That is Passai Dai with some of the finer detail covered. Now, as I get into the advanced katas doing this, I leave things out of these videos on purpose. Okay? Little details that I need to fix in the dojo. So I'm just kind of throwing this out there. As always though, listen to what your sensei says. This is designed for my students. It's passing on what my senseis taught me and what I've learned in Okinawa. I'm not always right. I'm just trying to do something to categorize or catalog this stuff for my students. Thanks for watching. Next time, we'll get into Kusanku Kata.